Insects. Many people get goosebumps all over their bodies just from this word alone. This is not surprising at all, because there are so many dangerous insects around the world. In total, there are about 1 million species of insects on Earth. Do you suffer from arachnophobia? Believe me, spiders are not the worst thing you might encounter in nature. We present you with a list of the most dangerous insects on the planet. The top of the rating of the most dangerous insects opens, of course, the mosquito. Every year, more than 2 million people die because of this creature. Most often, mosquitoes are carriers of malaria. It affects the brain, liver, lungs, and cardiovascular system. But they can also infect people with West Nile fever, encephalitis, dengue virus, yellow and tropical fevers. A mosquito becomes a carrier of malaria when it bites an infected person. Malaria spreads throughout the insect's body, and after 4 days, the mosquito is a carrier of this deadly disease and remains dangerous for another 6 weeks. Malaria is widespread in African countries, but they don't even try to fight it. Tsetse fly. There are 23 species of flies by this name. They carry a terrible disease called African trypanosomiasis. Tsetse flies are the worst enemy of the inhabitants of tropical regions of Africa. Each year, up to 7,000 people die from sleeping sickness. During the disease, a person begins to have a fever, insomnia, headaches, and swelling of the lymph nodes, affecting the immune and nervous systems. If treatment is not started in time, it's almost always fatal. Tsetse flies, like mosquitoes, are also blood-sucking insects, but the bite mark is much more serious. The fly's tiny teeth bite into the skin and leave a noticeable mark. The insect reaches a length of 1.5 centimeters and is distinguished by its yellowish color. The tsetse fly lives mainly in Africa. According to statistics, about 200,000 people in Uganda have died from a tsetse fly bite. Bullet ant. The largest ant, which reaches a length of 2.5 centimeters. You can meet this creature in the forests of Paraguay and Nicaragua at the base of large trees. The ant lives in large colonies in nests, and its bite is excruciating. The pain after the bite can last for 24 hours. Giant peacock caterpillar. This caterpillar was nicknamed the killer caterpillar for a reason. After meeting it, several people die every year. It lives in South America. The caterpillar throws out the strongest poison located on the bristles, which leads to hemorrhage and causes gangrene. Fire ant. There are more than 280 species of this ant on Earth. These small insects are aggressive, especially during the defense of their anthills. Such ants attack in groups of up to hundreds of insects. They bite frequently, causing burning pain. That's why they got such a name. Fire ants are native to South America, but today, this insect could be found all over the world. Centipede. The centipede lives everywhere. Almost all people haven't the most pleasant feelings about its appearance. A centipede bite is quite painful, but a fatal case is possible only if you are allergic to its poison. This is perhaps the most harmless creature on our list. Kissing bug. Like most of the most dangerous insects, the kissing bug also feeds on blood. It got its name because it bites people during sleep on the lips and eyes. He is attracted by the carbon dioxide released by breathing. This unpleasant creature is very dangerous because it's a carrier of the parasitic trypanosome, which causes Chagas disease. Because of this disease, about 12,000 people die every year. Symptoms may not appear immediately. After a few weeks, a person starts feeling weakness, pain throughout the body, and the tonsils swell. The kissing bug lives mainly in the United States, but can be found in Africa, Australia, and Asia. It has black and red colors. It's dangerous not only for people, but also for animals. There is no vaccine for Chagas disease yet, and doctors use anti-parasitic drugs for treatment. Japanese giant hornet. This hornet species is one of the largest. The largest individuals reach 4 to 5 centimeters in length. Each hornet can kill up to 40 bees in just 1 minute. Hornets live in large colonies. where their number can reach up to 700. They feed mainly on honeybee larvae and are very aggressive. The sting of the giant Japanese hornet can cause a severe allergic reaction. Up to 40 people die each year from its sting. Asian giant hornet. This is the largest hornet that can be found on our planet. Its length reaches 5 centimeters and its wingspan is 7.5 centimeters. The hornet can sting many times with its 6mm stinger. You can find the Asian giant hornet in Asia and the mountains of Japan. The pain of an Asian giant hornet is so intense that it's often compared to having a hot nail driven into your leg. But in addition to painful sensations during the hornet's sting, it also emits a specific smell that attracts other hornets. About 70 people die from the bite of an Asian giant hornet every year. African honeybee. This famous bee killer is one of the most aggressive insects on the planet. These bees hunt in a group, can sting several times, and chase their prey for more than a kilometer. Its stings are especially dangerous on the eyes and face. Bees live in huge colonies of up to 80,000 individuals. In the 1950s, an attempt to increase honey production resulted in thousands of hybrids. In 1956, Brazilian biologist Warwick Kerr decided to add some traits of African bees to European bees. In his opinion, this hybrid would live well in the hot tropics and give more honey. This is how the Africanized bee appeared, which was very aggressive. Under very mysterious circumstances, about 20 colonies were released. The biologist hoped that the bees would quickly die, but they began to interbreed with drones and produce offspring. A new species of bees settled in South America and then in North America. Already in the 1980s, the hybrid could be found in Mexico and the United States. Now, these bees can be found in Texas, California, Arizona, Nevada, Florida, and other southern states. Over the 60 years of their existence, these hybrids have resulted in the death of more than 400 people and hundreds of animals, domestic and wild. Their attack can be fatal because they all together rush to defend their hive, and their number can exceed 10,000 individuals. Therefore, everyone who is within a radius of 5 meters from the hive will be chased by bees. Oriental rat flea. These fleas live where rats are. They live with them in the neighborhood and periodically switch to a rodent to refresh themselves. Females absorb more blood than males. The danger of these fleas is that they are active carriers of rat typhus and plague. The flea doesn't leave its prey and is on the rodent or in the neighborhood. Each species poses a serious danger to humans and animals. They can also infect their prey with helminths. Their saliva contains allergens that can cause reactions in both humans and animals. Typically, their bites are harmless and painless, but can cause itching and inflammation. Often, by scratching the wound, animals introduce themselves to a second infection. Widespread infection after multiple bites can cause fatal anemia, especially in small animals. The Black Plague epidemic, carried by rats, claimed millions of lives in Europe in the 14th century. Today, the disease is very rare in Europe, but it has progressed in poorer countries. Dorylus or Siafu. These are nomadic blind ants that live in African countries. Today there are more than 20 million of them. Although these ants are blind, thanks to pheromones, they know exactly where to go. They bite everyone they meet with their powerful hook-like jaws. Bites from these insects kill over 50 people every year. Bites can lead to serious complications, and without medical attention, a person can die. A huge variety of different creatures live on our planet. Many of them are harmless, but some are quite dangerous. The danger of insects lies in their very tiny size, so people often don't even notice them. But when you're in the forest or in nature, you should always take care of your safety. Choose things that cover as much as possible all parts of your body, and use special repellents that will protect you from insect bites. Well, which insect causes fear in you?